here's an old total cost of ownership spreadsheet for incandescent versus CF versus then up-and-coming LED bulbs that weren't even being made by companies I'd even heard of at that point. So this is from back in the day when LED bulbs required thousands of hours to pay for the price difference versus incandescent, while CF bulbs were only at hundreds of hours and the price was dropping like crazy. And now, of course, today I consider CFs to be pretty much an obsolete technology that's not worth using anymore. Between the issues with, hazardous material if the bulb breaks, as well as the interference to certain kinds of radio devices or things like that, I just don't want to use CF stuff anymore if I can help it. So part of the Geekhouse 5S thing is going to be standardizing things around LED lighting. But we'll get to that later. For now, though, let's go over this spreadsheet. Before the GE Reveal incandescents were discontinued, they were going off the shelves at 72 cents a bulb. Let's round that up to like $1 or so per bulb, because people were complaining about $2 a bulb CFs like that 26 watt back then. And people were just screaming, "Ooh, expensive bulbs! I want my incandescents!" As if razor and blades wasn't a thing. Hello? But those arguments are long over. I'm not revisiting them because I was right, and I really don't feel like watching people dig up stuff that they were wrong about to begin with. But yeah, and of course you get down to the LEDs. You're spending $30 a bulb for an LED back then. What was that, off of Amazon? Yeah. It's the only place you could get those things. There was, oh look, a GE LED bulb from back in those days for $42 a bulb. Kind of a far cry from today, where Energized Connecticut is a thing here in this state, where there are some LED things being sold in places like Walmart that'll actually have subsidized prices up to a certain amount to help you get some LED bulbs going in your place for dirt cheap. But also worth noting with the LED bulbs, if that stuff's still going on, that's usually soft white. I'm looking mostly for daylight for the kind of effect that I'm going for. And that's where the today's great value type SKU catalogs come into play. Remember the $2 CFs that people were complaining about? $5 for a 4-pack of 60-watt equivalent LED bulbs, if you don't mind the Walmart brand. Soft white, of course. I'm looking more for daylight, which costs a little more because it's less popular and stuff along those lines. I mean, soft white is more in line with incandescents traditionally. But I don't mind being a little different. So you got these 14-watt, 100-watt equivalents. You can buy a 4-pack. Individual bulbs are being sold $2 a bulb in the stores around here, so I'm not touching those. Probably going to place an order online and hope it's packed well. Well, actually, this is solid state, so it's not like they're going to have dinged filaments or anything if they get jostled a bit in the warehouse. So, yeah, you got this, and here you go. There you go. 11 something for 400s, but I know that'll be too bright and too hot for most of what I need it for, so ooh boy. There's the $2 bulbs. No thanks, but that's today's CF bulbs. Then you get like these things, 75 watt, things like that. Actually, I should probably do the price per unit on some of these prices to make sure there aren't any like target mathematics going on with them or something. Things along those lines. Yeah, 40-watt equivalents. You got 40-watt equivalents that are down to 5 watts instead of 7 watts if I really want to split hairs on the electric bill. But these are daylight, so yeah, 40-watt daylight, that might be an issue. Yeah, you just got all this stuff, and then Energized Connecticut might drop the prices down even lower depending on what I'm purchasing, when and where. So that's why I'm entertaining these wacky ideas of not even giving away my remaining CF bulbs that I'm never going to use ever again, but just hazmat disposing them at Lowe's or something, as there's recycling programs at various stores for those old CFs. CF, goodbye and good riddance.